Namaste, Guru Scott. This is Alpine Samosa, and if you remember in my last video of vegan Turkish inspired Lenten soup, I had mentioned that I was going to share with you some February crafts. So here is my first craft. This craft is about arranging flowers by using florist foam and items like teapot, teacups and mugs that you have in the house, and they're very special to you, but you're not using them. So for example, I have this mug here that was given to me by my son and his fiancée when they went to Amsterdam. They visited Van Gogh's museum and they bought me this beautiful cup. So I did my flower arrangement in this. Again, I have this a cup and a saucer, and I also made sure that I use flowers that contrast with the color of the cup and the saucer. The same thing here. I've used this teapot that I don't use it anymore, but I still like to have it. So I'm also upcycling things that I have in the house in a different way. So come along with me. I would like to show you even more examples, and also I want you to join me. So before I start, I just want to tell you a little bit about this teapots and cups and mugs, because each one has a story behind it, and I thought it's really nice that to use these and have them around the house, and rather than going out and buying things. So for example, this one was given to my husband some few years ago by my oldest daughter as a Father's Day present. So this mug was given to him by my daughter. This small pot which my girls used to play in their play kitchen, this teapot and this cup here was given to me as a present some 25 years ago. I really can't remember how many cups of teas I've made with this teapot. And this little espresso cup, which I gave it to my son when he was only 15, and yeah, now he is 36, so it was a long time ago. So there, and I remember him just drinking espressos, and I would tell him, that's too many espressos. And this one was given to me by my cousin also some 30-35 years ago. So each one of these teapot and cups and mugs have a story. And for example, this one I'm going to use for the activity, and that's from my youngest daughter. So for this activity you will actually need a florist sponge. It's called also Oasis. I have it here. And you'll need a cutter. You'll need your choice of flowers, and I have now roses of different colors left, and I'm using some greenery to go with it. And also I have some moss here which I've been using in here to cover the green sponge. So this moss, the plate was totally full, and I collected it from the garden. I washed it, cleaned it and dried it, and now I'm going to use that. So you really don't need much to do this activity. And the other thing I also used was the willow from my garden. So I used the twigs from the willow and I made the hearts out of the willow twigs. So first we need to soak this sponge. So I've already cut this sponge into the size that I need for this mug here. All I need to do is to soak it in the water, and it's very important because at the moment the sponge is very light, but once I soak it in water it will become very heavy, but that's how you work with it. Okay, so I'm going to drop the sponge in here and let the water soak it. You don't push it in like this, just you will see it will sink down as it sucks the water. And can you see it is changing the color? So the sponge is now very heavy, it's filled with water, and that's what we need. And I'm going to try and transfer it here in this mug, but it doesn't go easily. That means I need to cut the sides of the sponge for it to go inside. So that's what I'm going to do now. Just take a knife and trim the sides off. Now the sponge fits in properly in the mug, but there's a little bit sticking out, and this part we need to slice it just by the rim of the mug. Now we are ready to fill it up with flowers. I'm starting in the center by using double shaded roses. Select a single rose and remove the leaves. And I'm just going to make sure that I need it just about the size of this mug here. So I'm roughly going to just check. I need it up to here, so I'm just going to snip it off here, and I'm going to cut the rose at an angle. It's very important so that it's easier for the rose to drink some water while it's in there. Just put it in there. Now select the second rose and place it symmetrically. I would like to now fill it up with the moss before I put any more flowers. Now I've selected a single colored rose to complement the roses in the center. One thing to remember with the sponge, that once you put a flower in, then that's it. You can't, if you take it out, then it will leave a hole in the sponge, and that will leave a air bubble inside the sponge, so it won't work. So here I'm having problem, so try and do it one more time. If not, I'll have to lift the moss up, because it could be that it might be too thick for it to go inside. It is. I'm just gonna be careful. I'm completing the floral arrangement by using the yellow roses. Finish the floral arrangement by adding some green foliage from the garden. Now I'm inserting willow heart that I had made previously. I will show you how to make these willow hearts in my future video. Cups full of roses and teapot full of roses are ready. I thoroughly enjoyed this craft. It makes it special by using old crockery if you have lying around in your kitchen cupboard, and it's a lovely way of using it. It also makes a lovely gift for friends and family. If you have enjoyed watching this video, press the like button and subscribe to Alpine Samosa. Until next time, take care.